Hello, today I'm going to show you how I took my old tail light and made it into a little decorative light that I can actually plug into the wall. I have some people who would like to know how I made it, so I figured I might as well just make a video and put it up on my channel here in case anybody else wants to do it. Alright, so first what I did was I took a 9-volt adapter. I had a 9-volt battery just sitting around, so I tested it and I just touched it to the bulbs and the bulbs lit up. So the bulbs do run on 9-volt power. This one has some pretty ridiculous amps on it though. Outputs 9.5 volts at 2.2 amps. I know there are 12-volt power adapters that you could get that would probably run off it, but yeah, if you just happen to have this one I just got from a portable DVD player, if you just have a 9-volt adapter, it will work. It just needs to have some higher amps. Alright, so now for the wiring. What I did was, I did have to get a little creative here because this 9-volt adapter, it looks like it only has one cord, but actually one cord is inside the other. I stripped down the outside wire and then kind of pulled apart the wires to get to the wire on the inside. I have butt splice connectors tied in here. Typically the little plug would be about right here, or like a little farther down, where the harness plugs into your car. Well, I just cut that off and took off all the little black plastic tubing to access what was 4 wires, sorry. There are 2 orange wires, a black wire, and kind of a brownish purple wire. Now the brownish purple wire goes to your running lights, so every time you turn on your headlights, all 3 of them will turn on. So as you can see on here, there's a ground, a minor, and a major. The minor would be your running lights, and then over here, the major, which is the orange wire, are your brake lights. And as you know, factory, only these 2 lights come on when you hit your brakes. This other light over here doesn't, which is why there are only 2 wires going into that one, and then there are 3 wires going into these. Now I decided not to use the brake lights because I wanted all 3 to illuminate, which is why I spliced the wires into the brown and the black being the ground and then the brown being your running lights. So yeah, then I just cut off these orange wires. I did have everything wrapped in tape, so I kind of cleaned it up a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Yeah, if you have a 12-volt adapter, that should work. A 9-volt adapter should even work. You just need to have a little bit higher amps, because the first one I was using, for some reason, didn't. It would light up one light bulb, but then when I plugged in a second one, they both got really dim, and then by the time I plugged in the third one, they just didn't even come up because there wasn't enough power getting delivered to them. So that's pretty much how I did it. There could be other ways where you could put in a 3-way toggle switch where you toggle between just running lights, brake lights, and then running lights with brake lights. That way, you'd have to do some pretty fancy wiring and use the orange wires. But yeah, you don't really have to do a whole lot. There are already some like 3-way splices in here. Yeah, it really isn't all that terribly difficult. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message or leave it in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.